Come on, mate, jump up. We are live and in action. That does not look great. That looked like you're struggling a bit there to get up off the ground, mate.
I've just woken up, mate.
And if you are the same, if you do struggle to get up off the ground, the push-up might be something that you want to train. And what I actually mean by a push-up was not what Mitch was doing there, but a full body weight push-up just like that. Now, you don't have to be at that level, but finding a level which is right for you can be really beneficial. Now, the push-up is a great exercise, a full body weight exercise for some. It can be really good at improving your upper body strength and in particular your pushing power. Okay, and it can also be great for things like getting up off the ground.
Definitely. And we do have a lot of clients in our community that tell us they struggle with a push-up, but really want to work on the push-up to improve their strength for all those reasons Jack just talked about. Maybe it's pain that's been trouble or a previous poor experience with trying to do a push-in type movement. But the good thing is, like we tell you for lots of movements, is that it is possible, you just have to find the right starting point for you, and that's what we're going to help talk you through today.
Okay, so we're going to start with the easiest option that we can think of, and that would be a push-up on a kitchen bench or something of similar height. So we've got a couple of boxes stacked up here, but of course I think the kitchen bench is a really good option.
There's no sink here, mate?
No, there's no sink here. I'm not going to turn the tap on. So putting your hands on the edge of the sink, the kitchen bench is going to be the best thing to do. Making sure your body's straight. This is a basic push-up here, and Mitch is just going to get his chest in towards the bench, nice and simply like that. Now, hands generally go just outside of shoulder width. However, you can play around and go a little bit wider or maybe a little bit more narrow, depending on the symptoms that you have in your shoulder. Okay, just like that. Now, the easiest option would be to start with a little bit less depth there. So just doing half push-ups. And then as the weeks go on and you get a little bit more confident and stronger, you can go for more depth so that your chest or your sternum goes all the way into the bench. Just like that. Excellent. Now, the next option would be to start to go down onto our knees, okay, onto something about the height of this box here. So that might be a table or a couch or something like that. Mitch is going to chuck a pillow there or a cushion underneath his knees. Same thing, we're getting our chest towards the bench, but now we're actually not doing as much body weight because we are a little bit lower. So as you can see, his knees are on the ground. Okay, that's going to be slightly harder than doing the kitchen bench version that we just showed there. How does that feel, mate?
Yeah, good, definitely harder. And once again, obviously, you can say you've progressed to the harder version, you don't have to go full depth. If you need to, you can just go part the way.
Okay, so it seems that, altering the depth might be a really good way to slowly ease into it.
Okay, good. So, when you've conquered that, or you're feeling pretty comfortable with that version,
I might grab that little pillow there.
We're going to do a similar movement, but this time no bench. So your hands are going to be on the floor, knees on the floor, and it's a knee push-up. So you watch Jack as he lowers himself down here. Once again, starting with the depth he can manage. Perfect. So same sort of movement, stay nice and strong through the middle, lowering down towards the floor, pushing back up. How'd that feel?
Excellent.
Good.
Now, a couple of people might find it really hard to do that, okay, but just ease yourself in with that depth. And once you've gone to that, you might even jump up to something like a chair.
And you could use a chair, you could even use a similar thing you use for this. Depends, obviously the lower it is, the harder it will be. So this is feet on the ground, lowering himself again towards the chair, and then pushing back up. Starting once again at a depth you feel comfortable with, and slowly getting a bit deeper as you get a bit stronger and more comfortable. Okay, make sure, of course, you're using something sturdy for that particular exercise. It's not going to move around on you.
Yeah, and now you obviously might progress then onto a full body weight push-up.
We've seen this before, but we'll watch it again. Look at it.
But if you're getting to that stage within this video, may not be for you. Now, there's a couple of tips, mate, that I think I might give people out there. So the first thing would be, well, we actually get a lot of clients asking about wrist pain and hand pain when they're doing push-ups. So the first thing to do would be to try doing a push-up, okay, holding onto something so that you can keep your wrist a bit more neutral. So I'll give you the dumbbells there, mate. Let's just say we're doing a push-up on the floor, okay? Mitch is going to hold the dumbbells, which means he doesn't have to extend his wrist, okay? He's holding the dumbbells nice and tight, as you can see here, and that's allowing him to do the push-up, just like that. You might also do this with a fist, okay? If you've got strong enough hands there, you might make a fist, chuck them on the ground and do a push-up in that way. There's another option there. Now you don't have to use dumbbells, you could use anything cylindrical which is steady and on the ground. Point number 2, okay, the little tip is to get your chest or your sternum in between your hands when doing a push-up. So a lot of people will do very necky push-ups. Show me that, mate. So they're dive bombing their forehead into the ground, which is no bueno. What we want to do is put your chest or your sternum in between your hands, and that's going to be much better position for your body to go into for that movement. So, Matt, I think there's some pretty good variations that we showed there to hopefully allow anyone out there who is having shoulder pain, maybe you've got a rotator cuff issue, you've just had a shoulder replacement, and when you're getting back into your strength workouts, you can try one of these variations to make sure you find a level which suits you.
Yeah, find one to start, stay consistent and slowly build up, and you will be able to do a push-up.
Okay, see you later, guys.